Silvergate Capital Corporate is now announcing their intent to wind down their operations and voluntarily liquidate Silvergate Bank. So this is just another negative headline coming from the company. Just last week, they delayed their annual report. They also, on Friday, they said that they were going to discontinue Silvergate Exchange Network. And all of this comes when the company, we know in Q4, posted a $1 billion loss after the collapse of FTX. So again, Silvergate shares are down 40% right now, just because they've announced their intent to wind down operations and voluntarily liquidate Silvergate Bank. So there's been a lot of negative headlines. This is just another one contributing to the stock drop.
I will note the stock is down a lot, but I'm looking at the price of Bitcoin. It's still right around 22,000. Doesn't seem to be doing much in response to this. I mean, I don't know if you have a sense of whether, this is seen as being a ripple effect of FTX and not a trigger of any particular crypto systemic risk in and of itself.
No, I would definitely say that, and all the bulls would argue that this has to do particularly with FTX and not necessarily crypto. And you can even use yesterday's 500-point drop in the markets, and Bitcoin didn't really fall that dramatically, which is helping the case that crypto, or especially Bitcoin and maybe Ether, might be a little bit more stable now that these conversations about regulations have been coming forward. But in this particular case, they're blaming FTX.
It is. It's staggering what has happened to this bank and how quickly it has happened.
I know.
Christina.
It's a great business case, that's for sure, for school.
Yeah, and the stock is lower, but you have Signature Bank, which is also has crypto focus, is trading lower, down 5% right now in sympathy as well. There have been a lot of shorts in the Silvergate stock in anticipation, as the FTX situation was blowing up, that you could see the demise very, very quickly. I mean, it was just year ago, maybe not even, that at least among some in the investment banking community of Wall Street, we're really kind of looking at Silvergate as the next big hot thing, given the fact that the SEN was growing so rapidly.
At the same time, we might not be done seeing the ripple effects here. I saw a headline today from CoinDesk about Gemini's relationship with JP Morgan. Apparently, Gemini pushing back, saying there is still a relationship with JP Morgan, but maybe that's on the wane. I thought that maybe once the price of Bitcoin stabilized above 20K, you'd stop seeing this. But I wonder, how long does this turn around, and how much do things like Friday's job report have an impact, not just on stocks, not just on bonds, but on crypto as well?
It's a key question, and certainly I think, and this is particularly true of like the Bitcoin maximalists, they will tell you that that Bitcoin, has kind of been looped in with all the other cryptocurrencies, and it's not warranted. Now, whether you want to get into that or believe that or not is a whole nother. We could just
should have asked Tom Lee about that. We should have asked Tom Lee yesterday.
But Bitcoin was, in fact, kind of dragged into it with a lot of the trading we saw, with the leverage that sort of went into the system, et cetera. But it's going to be curious, and I should pull it up right now on my screen, and I will in a minute, to see how all the other coins besides Bitcoin, besides Ether and Ethereum, have been doing, because I think the whole industry across the board has just continued to get rocked.
Yeah.
All right.